back again. It is the drive. It is Tuesday. We are all back in studio. Well, I guess I am back in studio since I was down in Houston at the
Raff, you were next to my hotel.
I drove right by it. I had eyes out for it.
I started shaking when you texted me and said, "What was the name of the hotel you stayed at?" And I said, and I quote, hold on. I said, I gotta find the conversation. I said, it's right off the interstate. Shouldn't be hard to find. Just keep a lookout for the sketchiest hotel imaginable, and that's probably it. That's exactly what I said to you.
Was it a shaking of nostalgia that you missed it?
Just the idea that it's still standing shocks me.
It's a special place.
I mean, they must keep it in business. I mean,
it was right where you said it was at.
The worst part of it was that we checked in at probably 11:30 or midnight. And so we check in on a Friday night pitch black everywhere in Moore, Oklahoma at the Super 8. And we walk in and nobody is anywhere. You can't find anybody to check in. And I'm like, this just makes me feel not good about where we're, the kind of weekend that we're going to have. It ended up being fine. Like, we survived it. It's a story to tell. But
let me ask you this, Nick. When you stayed in there, did you even take your shoes off?
It was one of those places. Now, I don't do this a whole lot. Because when I stay at nicer hotels, I have more faith in the cleaning staff. Mm-hmm. That was one of the places where I did not walk around without socks or without sandals on.
Those grimy floors.
It wasn't because the carpet looked nasty, but it was like once you opened up, and found the stuff at the bottom of the Kleenex box, you were like, all right, this is where we need to. That's where we need to reassess our priorities here.
That reminds me back in the day. We were driving up to Denver for a little preseason summer camp or training camp or whatever. And we were driving back and we stayed in this hotel, and I think it was like $19 a night or whatever. And I still remember my dad calling. It was me and my buddy Jeff, and my dad calling and going, "Hey, you guys being in that hotel that you might want to lock your wallets in the back of the trunk tonight." And looking back all these years later, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, so they break in and kill us. At least the wallets are going to be safe. I mean, made no sense.
You might want to sleep at the back of your truck.
Yeah. Sleep so we're gonna get a hotel for tonight, but stay in our car.
Stay in our car.
You're paying for a parking spot. Is basically
joke's on you. I just need the parking spot. So I mean, it's a great story, but I will never ever. I probably honestly. And this is me putting it as kindly as possible to the city of Moore, Oklahoma. I will probably never stay in a 10-mile radius of that Super 8. It's done. I'm over.
Come on, a few drug needles aren't going to bother anybody, right?
There are more than a few. Now I will say that weekend it was probably not as bad that weekend as it is most weekends, because it was full of Husker fans. Yeah. And Husker fans for the most part are normal. And it wasn't too bad.
I think there was only like 3 cars in front of it.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's a bargain. It's only $33 a night normally, but it's only $33 a night normally. But
we know where AD's booking next time he speaks in Moore, Oklahoma.
Honestly, there's a part.
I don't want any more of more.
Did you say 33?
There's a part of me. Yeah. Don't let the companies find that out. Don't let the companies find that price out. See, I bet they have some sort of convention room or kind of a conference room that you can speak in.
See, okay, Pecan, I'm going to tell you guys a bad story. Pecan Pie.
All three of them.
AD ain't staying in a 1-star hotel. No, Pecan, I'm not. Because Pecan Pie, I'm going to tell you guys why. And all listeners, I want you to text us in your worst hotel experience where you were at. You don't have to mention that maybe the establishment, but your worst hotel experience. Dude, I learned the hard way years ago when I started traveling. I was in right outside O'Hare Airport, okay? This is probably 15 years ago, if not longer. The flight was canceled, and the Marriott that's right there at O'Hare, was like crazy money. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, and first, and all that, they were booked. And I'm like, so I go online, this is fetal stage. You didn't have hotels.com and the rest of this stuff. I see this hotel advertised at $55 a night.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that'll work. Bro, it looked like a scene from Goodfellas. The hotel was horrible.
Yikes.
I go in the room and I'm thinking, there's no way I'm staying in this hotel. The guy checking me in was playing cards with some other guys in the lobby, a makeshift lobby, playing cards. All right. And I'm thinking, I'm not doing this. Chief, I said, you know what, y'all? I said, and I was literally in the room for 3 minutes. And I said, I'm not touching anything. I go back to the front. I was scared to even ask the dude because he looked like a mobster, bro. I mean, straight up, talk like it too. I said, yo, man, I said, you know what? I just made up a story. I said, I just got a call. I said, I can get on the flight. So you're not going to stay in a room? I said, no, I'm not going to stay in a room. He goes, I can figure it out. I give you money back. I said, I appreciate that. Gave my $55 back.
I appreciate that. I'm getting the
And you know
hell
what I
out of here.
did? You know what I did? I stayed the night in O'Hare. I said, I will not stay in this hotel tonight. I literally
You stayed at an airport.
stayed in the airport.
Interesting.
O'Hare. Stayed in O'Hare.
I've done that before.
Yep.
Wow.
I felt safer staying in, and I've stayed a lot of nights in airports before where it's just like, dude, I'm not going to a hotel.
Yeah.
So I literally laid down in my suit, laid down in my bag, my suitcase for my pillow, and laid down.
This is probably the weirdest hotel experience. I was in a small town in Nebraska, a very small town, and it was a hotel where you walk in. It was like the one in Super 8 and more. You just walk in from the outside, right? You just you open your door on the outside. Motel.
Old school.
Yeah, motel. Single story. Just it was our only option. And we were on a guy's fishing trip, so we were like, listen, we're just trying to find something cheap. We got 8 dudes, that we're all just fishing with. It's fine. We go in to play cards, and in the main area in the check-in office, and the manager goes, "You guys want any snacks? Anything to drink?" I kid you guys not. He brings out a bag of Ruffles potato chips and then 2-liter bottle of Sierra Mist. But the Ruffles potato chips had crumbs in them. It was open. And the Sierra Mist was half full. The 2-liter, it was a 1-liter, but in a 2-liter bottle. And we sat there and we thought to ourselves, does this guy really expect us to eat and drink this?
No, I wouldn't touch it.
No way in hell.
You don't know if he was swinging it from the
We
bottle
had
himself.
No clue. But I mean, like, it was nice to ask and offer.
Yeah.
But he brings out, literally, it had a chip clip on it. It had a chip clip, and we were like, wait a minute. We all thought to ourselves, like, wait a minute, is this bag open? I was like, what is going on here?
He said a chip clip.
That's customer service right there. 5 stars.
Like, what are we doing? Like, the thought is kind because we're in a small town. But I don't want to say in small town because it's close to home.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying more. Screw more, Oklahoma. But the small
Toby Keith will be coming in here next.
Yeah, honestly.
You ain't talked about my hometown like that.
I love this bar.
I would have rather slept at the bar than at Super 8. So
You know what some of the he said a chip clip. Axel Foley says a little frontier motel in Mendon. I called it the Bates Motel. When I walked in, I thought guy behind the counter for sure has cameras in the rooms.
yikes.
Stan says Terre Haute, Indiana, just a dump. John goes, hi guys, I stayed at a motel in Arkansas and found Dirty Mints. Oh, Dirty Mints underwear in the bathroom. Oh, snaps, I'm out. Oh, boy. Chase B says, Nick, when you went down to Oklahoma, did you stop at the Oklahoma City Bombing Museum? I highly recommend. You know what?
That place is awesome. Have you guys been there?
Yeah. I haven't. I've driven by it.
So
it
the Edward J. Murrow
It is so
building.
cool. I probably went about close to 10 years ago. We were on our way down to Texas. It has this thing where you can stand in an elevator and you can feel what it would have felt like. It is freaky and it's eerie, but it is so cool.
I need to go inside that place, man.
Well, it's actually most of it. They have the inside museum, but then they also have
outside.
the outdoors. What they did where the building was at, and they have like the pond, and then they have like where the children. I mean, it's one of those.
It's pretty movie.
Yeah, it gets you in your feels. That's for sure.
100%.
Husker driver says, so I stayed at a hotel in Waco, Texas, and it was so nasty that they were cooking. Oh, man, not cooking. They were cockroach stains. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
On the ceiling tiles, there was crap over the walls. It had ATV refrigerator and microwave, but you could only have 2 things plugged in at the same time. The locks on the door did not work very well. Had to slide the dresser in front of the door. The bed looked so nasty, I didn't even sleep on it. I slept in a sleeping bag on top of it. Husker driver, man, that's terrible, bro.
Have you guys ever? So when you're booking hotels, you look at reviews. I'm guessing, right?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Oh wait, no, you get your hotels booked. I forgot. 80s manager.
No,
no, I'm just kidding.
They literally do. But if it's out of the country,
Yeah,
I will look at reviews because they
No.
can slap any picture they want
that's true.
out
But
of
like,
the country.
so when I was making my way to Iowa City, or I like to go anywhere, I'll read reviews, and one of my favorite things to do is read reviews, because you have ones that are I kid you not, ones that are 5-star. This place is exceptional. This place is clean, great, and then we have a 2-star because the front desk staff was horrible and the bed had stains on it. Like it was just, like I like so it's wild to read the reviews. One more story here. This was when I was a very young child. And
when he was 16.
It's 3 years ago.
this is probably
was years ago.
This is probably
3
when I
years
was
ago.
like 7, 8, or 9, if I remember.
Oh, this is
correctly.
way back.
This is way back.
This was like
Way-
2012.
way back when. We used to stay when we'd go down and visit family in North. Would have been 11.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I would have been 11.
I was 38.
And here we are. 10. Here we are 10 years later, working together.
This was a long, long time ago.
I was graduating high school.
Me and AD here long, long time ago. We're thinking like 1985, 86.
A long
Well,
time ago.
2011.
We're thinking
Yep.
when Back to the Future came out, and we
You
think
think-
a long time ago.
What do you think? Long time ago, 1993.
Yeah.
I was born.
Oh, man. We were 19.
Man, you guys are old.
We're getting up there, man. We're getting up there.
So
Hey, go- I'm sorry,
it's
brother.
okay. It's okay. It's all right. So anyway, we were this hotel down in North Richland Hills, Texas, where we go see our family, was taken over by a Motel 6. It used to be like a Holiday Inn or something pretty
Right.
nice. But then it was taken over by a Motel 6. Went in the dumps. We stayed there because it was like super convenient. But then we were like, you know what? We'll give the Motel 6 a try, because just last year, or just like 4 months ago, it was a Holiday Inn. It can't be that bad. It can't go that
Mhm.
down the toilet that quick. We walk in, there is cigarette stains
Oh,
in our non-smoking room in a hotel that's supposed to be non-smoking. There's Sharpie written "F-U, you MFer" on the wall.
that's just their greeting.
I
Every
was like,
hotel.
wow, okay. And then we walk into our room. I turn on the TV, and there's adult film on all the channels.
Oh my god!
And
Look at me.
when I tell you, my parents freaked out so quick. They went. My mom. I'll never forget it. My mom went down to the hotel front desk and was like, "Why the bleepity bleep is there stuff?" And I have never heard my mom cuss. I
Oh
was like,
wow!
man, this is wild. So then I was like, we were like, we're getting out of here tomorrow night. We're getting out of here. We have to be here till night, but we're getting out of here tomorrow night.
Oh,
The cops showed up at 3 a.m.
the cops.
and arrested 5 people. And we were like, what is going on?
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Yeah. Newsflash, I was the one getting arrested.
Watching too many movies.
Bye, Mom.
It was probably for pirating illegal movies. But no, it was, I mean, it was the freakiest. I forgot about that one just until now. Yikes.
I think we're on something. We're gonna have to read some more of these too before we go to. Well, we'll read a few before we go to break. Chuck or Rob, dude, I'd be scared to do this. If you really want to get grossed out, take a black light to the motel room.
No, thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Chuck or Rob, I can't even imagine what that looks like, man. Dirty Tony and the boys says before they kicked everyone out last summer, the Oasis Hotel on Cornhuskers put all these sad places to shame. These sad places to shame.
Jeez.
You know what? And I've heard that because they were always in the news. There was always
Really?
something going down.
Well,
Always something
Tom
going
Petty
down.
Sucks says Sunset Inn here in Lincoln last week. I stopped counting after I got past 20 killed cockroaches.
Oh,
At least they were dead.
gosh.
That's a good point, Raff. You can sleep if they're dead.
Gotta look for positive.
You don't have to worry about them crawling on you if you're dead. If they're dead, it's fine. Yeah, we're okay.
Oh man. Unknown texter 7179 says the Crawford Inn in Central City, Nebraska. Clowns in the lobby when we checked in the sheets had 1980 sheets with puppies all over them. Was so creepy.
What is creepy about
Was
puppies?
so creepy. Damn. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if I'm sleeping in the bed with puppies on the. Yeah, that something don't sit right with that, man.
Going back to the chip clip thing, Mark from Cook, the dude shared his personal stash, and you turned him down. Yes, I'm sorry, I did.
Personal stash. He went and got them chips out of his truck.
I can just see it in the hotel. I can see the hotel guy walk out with a beer.
Yeah.
Nick, would you like a beer? Sure.
Here's
Here's his used one and opens up.
You can have the rest of mine. You can have the rest of mine.
It's like vacation, man. Yeah.
Here, I'm only taking 2 swallows.
Yeah, I'm only taking 2 sips, man. It's good.
It's good. Cold, still cold.
Oh man.
Pulls out a completely new one.
The Uncle Eddie
We do
special.
this together. Oh my god,
Folks,
Oh.
we're going to how close are we to break, man?
we're
at break.
over break.
Nyla, real fast before we go to break. Nyla, great pants too. Great pants. She had her holiday pants on. I loved them. I've stayed in many sketchy hotels. I remember as a kid, we stayed at one in Sydney. There was moths in the moths in the toilet, and the dial TV was on a little desk with a nook with a chair in front of it. We only stayed one night. I do not blame you, because if you stayed longer, you're probably not typing the message right now. Oh, you may not be. Sure. Oh man, I love it, Sean. It's gonna be back in the studio. We're gonna go to break.